Can I do a perception check to see if maybe there's anything off about the shack? Maybe there's some noise or
Very bright.
All right.
Like when you're investigating a place, we're doing Tomb of Horrors rules. There are a lot of things. The more specific that you get about what you want to investigate, the more I'll knock off the DC of the challenge. Basically, yeah.
Okay, so what I'd like to look for specifically then is if there's like recent activity by the door, so maybe like footprints by there, and then look at the windows to see if there's anyone moving around, and listen closely for specifically a person.
Okay, cool. Good idea.
So hopefully that. Yeah. Not so good. That's a 13 altogether.
I'll let one other person roll. I'm gonna say Agatha.
With my sweet perception.
Yeah, your sweet ungodly perception.
Okay. Boop.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That is about right. Giving it a quick once-over, Agatha's senses suddenly perk up. There's some sort of a disturbance around the hut itself. You can tell that there's somebody inside, even though there's no lights on. They haven't struck up a torch or a candle or anything. You can feel the presence of someone inside. However, your eyes focus in on the brush around the hut. It's disturbed, leading around back, an area that, honestly, it's like somebody just booked it into a rhododendron and then ran out the other side. It's a conspicuous hole in the foliage. There appears to be some point of interest hastily covered up around back.
Okay, I woke up and there was a pig. Remind me why we're here.
Yeah, no, there was a guy who was dragging a pig. Let's give him a name for the sake of consistency. How about Gary?
Right.
So
Gary sounds great.
Yeah, so we tracked Gary through the woods. He drew a V on the statue. That was pretty strange. We lost him after that.
Whoa. What? V?
Yeah, for vendetta.
It's a letter.
For vandalism, as he.
Yeah, he drew a V.
Like
that was
actually the V is a bit of important information. I'll just keep that in my brain box. Continue.
All right.
Sure, wasn't a dwarven numeral for 5.
Don't be ridiculous. Yeah, then Maxwell swiftly cleaned that up very adeptly. We lost him in the woods. We came back. There was a pig skewer, and I decided to have a barbecue, which I was very poor at.
No, you did all right.
No. Let's be real. Drow cooking it's just terrible. It is just abysmal.
Shiva, I've had drow cooking. I have never salvaged it once. So clearly, you did a pretty good job.
This is touching. Please continue.
Wow. You feel yourself gain 1 social rank with Shiva. Right, back to the task at hand, though.
Yeah, and at that point, you see Dilbert just snap open his shotgun. Now we're gonna go pay this man a visit. Loads a shell and closes it.
Agatha will shrug and then go over to the shrubbery around the shack and kind of just examine it.
You might want to be sneaky just in case there's a feller inside.
She's just walking. Does it just look like it was trampled?
Yeah, it looks like somebody went straight through. Like the brush is so dense that there isn't a clear path around. Somebody took off through the bushes. By pushing yourself through, you gain sight on the back of the shack. Something is off-putting here. Your high perception score allows you to quickly pinpoint a slight amount of blood on the ground leading away. Tucked between 2 logs on the woodpile is a bloody razor.
Gross.
Agatha, do you see anything? Oh,
yeah.
Hush, be quiet. Don't yell.
What? No.
Why don't we just charge in there?
Are you coming over?
Yeah, all right.
I mean, this way, let's just knock on the door.
I mean, you can go talk to the civilians since you are probably much more diplomatic than I. I'm going to go see what Agatha found.
I mean, I don't need to brag, but Shiva saunters over to the shack door.
She's pretty pleasant.
Do you knock on the shack door?
I'll wait for Muffintuff to do what he wants to do before I go knocking.
Muffintuff walks up to Agatha and sees all the gore. Gross.
Right. So, how did the pig die? It was just skewered?
Well, that was after it all. I'd wager, based on that bloody, what was it, a razor?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'd wager they slit the pig's throat, then dragged it about to do vandalism.
Okay, yeah, we should knock on the door. I'm not getting anything from this. She'll go over and she'll grab like a piece of the fabric hanging from her skirt, kind of pull it off, which it comes off rather easily, and then wrap the razor in it, and then go over to the door by Shiva.
I'm gonna actually go around the back.
Ooh,
Do I see? Is there a back door?
There is a back door.
I'm gonna wait next to the door, and if anyone comes running out, I want to take a moment to analyze if they're a friend. If they're not, I'd like to target their leg.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, with gun or without?
With gun.
Oh god.
Okay.
Okay. Shiva,
Pretty
you knock
soon
it on
I'll-
the front?
Shiva knocks on the door and goes, "Donations for the church? Hello?"
Yeah, who is it? You, a man not entirely unfamiliar to you, presses his way out of a very dingy, dark, shack. Muffintuff in the back. Through the back window, you see the man stand from apparently a bed. What a sad excuse for a bed. Walk over to the other side of the room and greet Shiva. You have a perfect shot on his back right now.
I train my gun on him,
Yeah.
and I just wave to Shiva real quick so that she knows.
Yeah, Shiva knows what's up.
Shiva, God, from the front, Shiva. Nobody else got a good view of his face on the night of the funeral, but you recognize Gibbs from the group of thugs that you convinced out of, messing with you guys. What do you want? You want to actually fight?
Did you lose your razor?
Razor? I don't know what you're talking about.
We found a missing razor. We're going around
Can
the
I see
town. No.
We can get this razor business done relatively soon. Do you have, by any chance, heavy pockets that could be lightened by the church?
Give me a religion check or knowledge religion. Go for it.
Knowledge religion? Okay, I'm
Diplomacy. Why not?
I'm way better at diplomacy.
Do diplomacy for me.
24.
Oh.
Yeah, sure, he reaches and hands you 3 gold pieces. Like before, it's clear that this man's barely awake. He looks exhausted, heavy lids under his eyes.
Fantastic. Now, just a few questions for you. Doing a quick survey, you know how it is.
Uh-huh, yeah.
What is your most common late-night activity?
Sleeping?
Mm-hmm. Okay, how do you feel about pigs?
Food? Kinda.
Mm-hmm. Now let's play just letter association. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say a letter, alright?
Uh-huh.
V.
He scratches his chin.
This one's an easy one.
I don't know what you're talking about. What? V? Like for Vendetta?
There we go.
Yeah, for Vendetta. Alright, look, I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna cut the crap. I happen to see a particularly mysterious figure going around in late night using my superior dark vision, and you happen to fit the bill perfectly.
I wish I knew what the signal was to shoot.
The click was very confusing.
You look by Shiva's side. You see she has a finger gun ready.
He like tilts his pot so the sun isn't in his eyes. I understand. He lines up the shot.
Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. I don't know what you're getting at. I was asleep last night. Yeah.
Have you ever, sleptwalk? Maybe.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds
things
entirely
when you
plausible.
Sleepwalk.
That sounds weird, fake, and not like something that happened in Ravengrow.
You guys look out the window and you see Dilbert is shaking one of his boots and pointing at it.
Shiva looks to the man's feet. Does he have shoes on?
He doesn't have boots on, but casting your eyes around, you do see one boot in the doorway. It is partially covered in muck.
How often do you shake your boots?
You'd be shocked at how often I get asked that. Every other day.
No,
this
you're
is
a good
my
guy.
off day.
Yeah, no. You know, I think we really got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
You know, just keep it real, man. Shiva shoots him a finger gun.
I have seen the signal. he pulls back the hammer on his shotgun. This makes 5. I shoot.
May I do an interrupting action?
Oh, yeah, go for it. What do you want to do?
I would like to use my kinetic wall. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative for who gets to act first.
Oh, I got bad fucking news for you, buddy. I got a 5 in initiative.
Jesus Christ! But Maxwell is also Maxwell.
I have been rolling abnormally well for no particular reason.
All right, oh crap, a 12.
Don't worry, I suck at this.
Well, based on your rolls, I wouldn't believe you for.
Okay. Nope.
Oh my god! Yeah, no, you're fine.
You see Maxwell in the back very quickly, like, rise up his fist like he's doing an uppercut, wind gusting between the two people in front of him. While a giant, like, roots just coil up and basically block the vision from this man from behind, basically trying to not have a shot hit this man.
Okay.
Shiva is surprised.
The order of actions is the man hears the gunshot, sees the roots erupt. We need better music for this. The man is alerted. He freaks out as the giant root explodes from behind him. His eyes go wild and he sprints forward, charging into and through Shiva. Shiva, you're gonna do something?
Of course I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do an opposed bull rush.
Dilbert snaps open his shotgun. Goddamn butler magic.
You just shove him back.
I don't think I'm really done talking with you yet, guy.
I line up my shot. Waiting for the finger guns.
Shiva presses him against a wall. Finger gun still at the ready.
What the hell do you want from me?
A very kind fig farmer gave me a quest to beat you up.
Maxwell will closely or try to look at his hands. Are they red?
The man's hands have actually been pretty thoroughly washed. However, in the back, Muffintuff did notice a water skin that's a little drenched in blood. It's clear that the dude managed to wash himself down with that.
In the new hull of this window, I chucked the water skin through.
That's my water skin. Who covered it in blood?
Well, I certainly don't know, but I believe Justicia will be the one to find out. I'm gonna headbutt this guy. I'm gonna headbutt this guy in his nose. Just try and bust it up real good.
Oh god, okay.
I'm a lawful good paladin.
Give me a CMB.
Go
23.
You immediately break his nose. He's on the verge of passing out.
Did I just hit? Is that a signal?
Shiva points her finger gun at him. Ooh, last chance.
It wasn't me, I swear. Roll sense motive.
All right. Well, because I didn't get to put a point in that, that's at -1. 14.
Oh yeah, he totally did it.
Wrong answer. Bang.
Looks like it's number 3. I pull the trigger. That's gonna be a 12. For
12. That
untouched.
untouched. That definitely hits him.
All right, and then here's damage. We're within 30 feet, right?
Yes.
And that's 11 damage.
God.
There's a sudden crack, and Gibbs falls to the ground, extremely dead.
Shiva blows on her finger.
Well, that went really well.
Couldn't have gone better.
Gilbert walks through the house and then steps over the body and looks at it. So who'd I just kill?
You killed,
Gary?
Yeah, you killed Gary.
Gary, yeah.
Fuck you, Gary. I kicked the body.
May Justicia judge you harshly but firmly.
I scratched the back of my pot. So why'd we kill him?
Yeah, we might need to find proof, otherwise we're murdered.
I think we'll know for sure if the boot fits.
Yeah,
I don't follow.
We have one of his boots. If it's the same size, then it's totes him.
Oh, okay.
shouldn't we have figured that out before I pulled the trigger?
We're figuring it out now, aren't we?
I'm like loading my shotgun all the time.
Oh my god. Okay, are you gonna put the boot on him?
Yeah.
The boot does indeed fit. It is his.
We know this man wears shoes.
This is the boot that we found on the trail of the guy who was, murdering pigs and stuff. It's him.
Dilbert starts scratching his head with his shotgun. All right, walk me through this. So, we told no one we were coming here. No one else knows about the man who vandalized the statue because Maxwell cleaned it. The pig wasn't a problem because the man who owned the pig ate some of the pig and was perfectly content with the situation. So we just straight up look like murderers.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this situation.
All right, fine. If you guys want to spin it negatively, then let's just ransack his stuff and try and find some evidence.
Hold on, I got an idea. Dilbert
Okay.
walks around the house, comes back, and puts the razor in his hand. Now he was assaulting us.
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
This ain't my first rodeo.
Man,
What are the odds?
no, this is
what
a
are
better
the odds
crowd than
he's
I
not dead? What are the odds he's alive?
You're right. Double tap.
Dilbert looks over. Then it looks like I have two. He shoots the man in the side of the head.
Well, there goes. Okay. Good job, team.
Us in the business call that a coup de grace.
Are you gonna look around this dude's house?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a look. Why the hell not?
Oh my
Hey, Jay,
god.
have we broken anything yet?
No, actually. This is what's supposed to happen.
I don't think it was quite.
The worst part of it.
I don't think it was quite flavored the way we handled it. Man, that's fucking.
No. It's like, oh man. Okay, so yeah, give me a perception roll.
Yeah.
Everybody?
Are we all percepting?
All right. I'm pretty sure I got
I'm
a.
hoping to roll low once. Just once.
I'm pretty sure my perception is hurt now that it's daytime because of superior dark vision.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, you're fine. You discover a trapdoor immediately below the bed.
Maxwell does go over to Muffintuff and says to him,
First off, it's not Muffintuff. That's rude.
Muffintuff. Next one, please. Allow me. I've been restless, and I've been looking for a good bout.
Didn't you stop my first bullet?
That's because I wanted to hit him.
It certainly made for an intimidating scenario for him.
Yeah, so he was scared when he died. Good job.
He was fucking terrified.
I mean, I don't feel bad about it because I couldn't see his face when he was killed.
I saw it.
For all I know, he was being an asshole. Well then, Maxwell, after you. I gesture to the trapdoor as I fix my lantern to my shotgun.
He goes, "Very good, sir," and then goes down, opens up the door, and tries to go down.
Yeah, the trapdoor is unlocked. I don't think Gibbs was planning on people to break into his house, shoot him in the head, and then look for his trapdoor. You're fine.
All right, then.
Yeah, you descend into a cellar. It's pitch black in there.
Oh, I know! Shiva descends!
I got my. That's fine.
Shiva looks with her superior dark vision.
Jesus Christ, it's so useful in this one. You cast your eyes around the small basement. This was clearly formerly a wine cellar repurposed to a new, darker end. Papers litter the walls. Different accounts, stories of the Harrowstone fire so many years ago. Records of various criminals carried to the prison itself. Long biographies of each, outlined with a substance that you believe is blood.
Is it pig's blood?
Why don't you take a taste and find out?
We don't have the correct party member for this plan.
Yep. But yeah, no. Taking a quick gander through it, all these details have to do with the Harrowstone fire. This is a cache of information about the Harrowstone fire itself. Furthermore, you recognize familiar characters written on the wall.
Is it V?
It begins with a V.
Oh, boom! Got it!
Is the rest of it vendetta?
Is it vandalism?
No. Written out on the wall is Vessaroana. A very long, very fantasy name.
But is
How's
it
it
a
going down
religious name?
It is not a religious name. You could, yeah, you've got the name, Vessaroana.
Can I do knowledge local? Is that like someone that might be?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, this is a raw D20. Oh, that's a 5.
Mm,
My ears are still ringing from all the shooting.
yeah, you're pretty sure that that's a brand of whiskey.
I used to sell
Shiva
that.
takes out her bottle of Vessaroana and takes a swig.
You got some. That's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Never leave home without it.
It's clearly not that. But, yeah, do you want to... If you want to investigate specifically the papers around, that's a knowledge check. Or if you want to, like, investigate the name, knowledge local is something that you all have access to.
Yeah, sure. I'll try a knowledge local. That could be funny. 9.
Oh,
Yep, definitely whiskey.
sure. Why don't I give it a whirl? 13.
Okay. That's a
Should
little
I-
bad.
Should I try again? Even well, I was looking at the name, not the papers. So
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to, do you want to try to glean information from the papers?
yeah, because I failed on that name, so he's not interested.
Okay. Yeah. Vessaroana totally doesn't matter.
Yeah, so he'll look at the papers. That's an 11.
Okay, cool. All these papers relate to Harrowstone. Harrowstone is the ruined prison, partially destroyed by a fire in 4661. The building has stood vacant ever since. The locals, and you, suspect that it's haunted and don't enjoy speaking of the place.
So ain't that supposed to be a romantic place?
I can't
No,
think of
no,
a more
no.
romantic place than a memorial for a bunch of dead, burnt-up people.
Harrowstone was built in 4594. Raven Grove was founded at the same time as a place where guards and their families could live that would sort of produce food for the prison. The fire that killed all the prisoners and most of the guards destroyed a large portion of the prison's underground eastern wing, but left most of the stone structure above relatively intact. The prison's warden perished in that fire, along with his wife, although no one knows why she was in the prison when the fire occurred. A statue commemorating the warden and the guards who lost their lives was built in the months after the tragedy. The statue still stands on the riverbank just outside of town. It is a hot hookup spot for young couples.
Well, wait a minute. Is that the statue that fellow was vandalizing?
Shiva fantasizes momentarily. Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
What's the name of the warden?
Give me another knowledge roll. This will not be hard.
And 13.
That's absolutely fine. You get a bonus. Specifically, while in this room, you get a +4 bonus to researching the lore of Harrowstone.
Ooh.
Game, it's good. But yeah, the warden's name was Hawkrin, and he was married to his young and lovely wife, Vessa Roana. Looks at the whiskey.
My God, he was married to booze.
Amen. Shiva takes another swig.
Dilbert looks at the bottle and then looks at the name and then looks at the history. He burned down the prison because he's drunk as a skunk.
That's just shameless.
This town is vile and corrupt.
And we shall bring the greatest of justice down upon it.
I do hope that Mhar's alright.
Okay, yeah. That night, hours later, Mhar Cloverlake has been wandering around all day. He finds himself in the Restlands, alone.
Well, I guess everybody went ahead without me?
That is not what happened.
That is it.
Hello?